begin the chemical testing procedure. We're going to go over all your chemicals briefly, and then we're going to go over them individually, okay? So, first thing is a cartridge system kit, okay? This is typically sold in two parts, roughly about 50 bucks a pop, okay? This is your actual startup kit. These will typically come in their own box, which makes them just replacements to add on to this so it actually lasts you 4 months, okay? This is what it is designed to last you. Once this system runs out, it is time to drain the water and start this process all over again. You roughly get about 120 days out of your water, equaling 4 months. Inside of here comes a couple of goodies. First major thing that comes inside of this box are your 2 starting cartridges. Typically, one is blue, it'll be your minerals, okay? Then, you have a silver one. This is typically Smart Chlor or bromine. This is Smart Chlor in this case, but this one is basically a less corrosive version of chlorine, okay? They have different lifespans, and we'll go over those here shortly. But also inside of here are your test strips. Your Addies test strips are the only branded test strips you should be using while using the Addies system, okay? Others vary slightly in range, so you'll get a different reading and you won't be where exactly you need to be on your chemicals. Also inside of here comes the Jumpstart packet. This is essentially a pre-shot but with a very special job. We'll go over it more here shortly. It will always come inside this box. You only need it on fresh fill-ups, just like today, okay? But we'll go over this test strips first. On the back is a color-coded chart for you to follow, okay? All these rows are labeled in teeny tiny letters to the left. Instructions a little further to the left. If I'm leaving you this hot tub, those same instructions are written on your cheat sheet I have for you, okay? Now, this first box all by itself, this will allow you to actually test for your Smart Chlor, okay? It says if it's any color lighter than that, this is probably empty. You need to throw it away and replace it with one of your new ones, okay? So, you can go ahead and ignore that. This is the last thing to go inside of the water on a fresh fill-up, okay? What you're gonna look at first is this yellow to blue range. This is your total alkalinity. When balancing water, alkalinity always has to come first, okay? This is probably one of the most crucial parts to keeping your water clean and clear, okay? So, ideal bracket range is 80 to 120 parts per million, okay? It's gonna turn out to be a medium to dark green color, all right? If it is light, meaning a yellow or lime green color, your alkalinity is low. This is where problems start to happen and you get bad smelling water, okay? So you'll need to bring it up. The only way to bring up low alkalinity is with your total alkalinity increaser. On the back is a Spall gallons chart for you to follow, okay? Your tub is carrying 475 gallons. So you can scroll down and follow the 400 mark, all right? When you scroll over to new columns, they're all gonna tell you to add a bigger and bigger amount. The number at the top of each column is telling you when you add that given amount beneath it, based on your gallons, that is how big of a number it jumps up in parts per million, okay? So that is where those little numerical values above each of those colored squares will come into play, okay? So if you're at the 0 and you need to find yourself somewhere between 80 to 120, you can literally scroll to the very end, follow the 100 mark and try to lay smack down in the middle. It's going to tell you to add 16 tablespoons to get there. Now for this bottle specifically, you don't have to run to the kitchen and grab anything. This cap is going to help you out. This one's got some ridges on both sides. Squeeze and twist like a medicine cap and open it up. On the inside of this cap is a smaller inner cap. That inner cap is designed to equal out to 2 tablespoons for you. Cap equivalencies are all written beneath each bottle listing on your cheat sheet if I'm the one leaving you this tub, okay? So, 2 tablespoons inside of this cap, which would mean 8 inner caps to equal out those 16 tablespoons to get you at about 100 parts per million, okay? When you add something to the water, okay, any of these chemicals, it's gonna be the same procedure. You're gonna walk over, you're gonna turn your jets on high, all of them. You'll walk around and make sure all your air control knobs are turned off, okay? Pumps are designed to run roughly 30 minutes, okay? So you're gonna let it run twice, giving yourself 1 full hour of chemical circulation. In addition to this, during that chemical circulation period, cover needs to remain open in some form or fashion. You can have it fully opened, halfway opened. I recommend just getting some towels, rolling them up, propping the corners up, and letting it run that way so you do not have to worry about any kind of flying or falling debris getting inside your spa, okay? You'll let it run for an hour like that. Then you need to wait 5 more hours before you can come back and retest, because you will need to make sure that it worked to get an accurate reading, okay? This means if you come back in 4 hours because you got a little antsy-pantsy, you will get a premature false reading, and you'll probably start throwing in things in the water. They're gonna throw it off even more. So have a little patience, let it run its course. Then you can come back with a brand new test strip, not the same one you used previously. Check your water and make sure it lands where it needs to be, okay? So, to use your test strips, pretty easy. You're gonna take one out. It doesn't matter which one. Yep. They're all the same. In Texas, in a humid climate, do not leave these hanging around. Humidity will begin to alter these colors before you can even begin to use it, and you'll get a false reading, okay? But you will read them with the blank side down and all those little squares facing up. When you hold it like that, it will align perfectly square for square on your color-coded chart, so it's easier to read. To use them, 6 inches down beneath the water surface for 2 seconds, come up, shake it, and then you can match up on your color-coded chart. We're gonna check this water right now so you can see exactly how it comes out of the hose every time you go to test your water. Now, depending on where you live, this might not be the case, but we are here in North Texas where Aaron Brockovich has come through and made a big fuss about Texas water, so we're gonna get probably good water. All right, so we'll go down 1, 2, come up, shake it, and you can see we're right where we need to be. We're perfectly balanced on our water, okay? So we do not have to worry about anything this week regarding alkalinity or pH, but we're still gonna continue to go over those anyway for future reference, okay?